Greetings and welcome back to Botworld Adventure. It's been a while, and there's a reason for that. But there's also an update and there's a new bot. And I have been asked by some of my viewers to do a video, and I'm going to do that right now. After we talk about them, I'm going to talk about my concern with the game and kind of the reason that I stopped playing it. So let's just jump into the new stuff and then we can get into my rant, right? Okay, so this is Bullseye. Bullseye takes aim, a new sharpshooter bot that rains arrows onto enemies from a distance. Okay, so this is new. He's shooting arrows. This is a new thing. Bullseye uses its corrupt ability to leave marks on enemies, which make them take more damage for a short period of time. Okay, is that usable against bosses? Because there's one in that new area who's just mean. Bullseye can also empty out a whole load of quiver at one time with his barrage ability. All right. Okay, that's pretty good. That's his barrage ability. He fires that. All right. So you can find him in the season pass. So we're going to find out more about that in a minute. So let's look at the update. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. Let's go through this as quickly as we can. Okay, first thing is new bot. We talked about him already, right? And of course, there's a new season pass, which has him and a whole bunch of other things. They're going with the corruption thing. So the power-ups in there, the little boosts are going to be corruption orientated. Max level increased to level 30. Okay, I'm guessing it was 25 before because I got to 22. I might be able to get to 23 because of a change that's coming up here in a moment. But I mean, if they raised it so you can be more powerful, that's a good thing. We'll have to see how that works out. New quests and achievements. Adventure waits for you within Spore Wood. Oh, did they add a new area? I didn't notice that. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess that would be raising the level cap there, right? That's okay. The amount of scrap required to upgrade from level 20 to 25 has been dramatically reduced. Yeah, I can tell you that that's actually a big change because I was quite surprised to see something when I logged in. That is a really nice benefit, and I'm guessing that from 26 to 30 is going to be really high, but I mean, that's a pretty cool thing right there. I kind of like that. Exterminator bosses now give rewards. Players who have already defeated them have chests added to their inventory. I wonder if that's the reason that I just magically had so much money. See, that's another thing that I didn't understand. I'm pretty sure that I had less than 1,000 because I bought an essence in the store. By the way, that's going to come up in a moment here. And somehow I have over 8,200 now. I'm not really sure how that happened because I've never had over 8,200 in the game because I always buy an essence for 5,000. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think I beat an exterminator boss, but I did beat some ugly things, so I should probably look at my inventory. Is there a place you can actually have chests in your inventory? I didn't think there was. Oh well. The final ship upgrade raises all danger zones to level 30. Oh, lovely. Increasing the rate of rare and epic treasure spawning and lowers the danger zone cooldown to 8 hours. Alright, I'm a little confused by that because getting the epic chest in a danger zone seems to remove it permanently. At least that's what I've seen. The shop now offers essence in exchange for coins. Okay, so that I'm confused about because that's been the way. I mean, most of the essences I've gotten that I've used, I've bought in the store for 5,000 coins, which is the reason I know I never got to 8,200. Because as soon as I saw an essence I would need, I would buy it. And I did buy one too, so that I'm not really sure how I had 8,200 because I know I had less than 1,000 because I was trying to build the money up again. Items in the shop can be refreshed by watching an ad. Yeah, I did see that. It's up at the top there. All right, various bug fixes and improvements. All right, so let's just check out a couple of things here. If you go to the shop, all right, you can see at the top there, refresh scrap. That's watch an ad. So, and of course, this one, the thick tube, that was free. They've also stuck the special offers there in the front if you have those little currency items. And you want Sheller? I mean, Sheller, he's pretty deadly, but once again, the game doesn't want you to level him up. Right, I mean, they were always offering essences before. Right now, we have the Brawler battery, but I mean, every once in a while, an essence pops in there. Yes, it did cost 5,000, but that's how I got a lot of mine. So I'm not really sure what they mean by that because I don't see anything else like what they could be talking about here, if you know what I mean. But I don't know, maybe they'll lower the price. That would be nice because, yeah, 5,000 is a little rough to be raising up. And now, about the lowering of the requirements for leveling. Magically, I now have 2 bots who can level. They were not like that the last time I played the game, because I would have immediately leveled Pluggy, because Pluggy is my best damage dealer. So let's take a quick look at him. Oh yeah, that is a massive reduction right there. I mean, I already have the essence. I bought it in the store for 5,000. But I mean, everything else is a dramatic reduction right there. So, I mean, I'm going to just do that right now. It's probably going to make me 23 or something like that, but it's just going to make it worse, right? All right, and unfortunately, the sound is down. So let me just pop out and take care of that. All right, let's go over to Virus because I do have 2 of his essences. I wonder if I can't level him twice because I won't have enough glass tubes. All right, we're just going to level him anyway. And I still have enough money to buy another one if it pops up. Actually, look at it. I don't need many glass tubes for that, do I? Okay, I'm still 22. Thank goodness. Okay, well, I mean, let's take a quick look at the reward path. He was running off by himself there for a moment. All right, so this is the new reward path. And if you purchase the top one, the mayoral membership up there, and you get all the way to level 30, there's Bullseye waiting for you. This has been going for a few days, but it does say 36 days. So, I mean, if you play every day and you're going to do that, then you probably end up getting him. The thing about it is, it doesn't really change the price from what I've seen. So you may want to make sure, if the reason you want to buy it is to get Bullseye, is to get the level 30 first, and then you can buy it, and then you'll just get all the rewards. That is just my advice. The problem, of course, is that for me, it wouldn't make any difference because I can't use him. All right, let's take a quick look at my guys here, and we'll look at my bots. Okay, so I would really like to make some replacements. Mostly, I would like to replace Brute. There's 2 reasons. 1, he's not as useful as he once was, and 2, he's a brawler like Virus. So, in other words, I have to split the brawler special items between them, making them harder to level. So I would rather get something separate, right? Actually, what I'd really like to do is I would like to get Beat in there because Beat is support. I think I have another support one too. Yeah, we have Gusto. So both of those are epic, and I would really like to be able to test him. The problem is that I can't do that. If I wanted to actually test them, I would have to level them up to 21, 22 with AI levels of 0. And then see whether or not it's actually good with an AI level of 0. So it doesn't have any abilities to it. So look, AI level, all these little things that are in here, you wouldn't have those. And why is that? Well, here's the problem with the game. Let's just take a quick trip over to these guys. I sent 2 of them out, but I didn't have anything for Growl. The reason is because 18 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, I'm not going to send him out to fail and lock him up for that long. If it's 6 or 8 hours, I'll do it. So he's just going to sit there while the other 2 guys are probably going to fail too. But just let him sit there for now. You'll notice he's got all 10th level guys, so he's level 10. All right, let's just do a little bit of an experiment here. Let's go customize. All right, what I'm going to do for Growl is I'm going to give him some good stuff, right? Let's just swap that out. And we're going to swap that out. And we'll put that in there. Oh, we'll give him 23, so it matters here. Okay. And then I'm going to have to swap some other stuff out here, too. Let's put that in. Put Gusto in. Yeah, we'll put Gusto in. And Thump. We'll put Thump in there. So all my guys are 10th level now, right? You'll notice I'm still level 22. And if I go over to him, hey, Growl is 22 as well. Isn't that amazing? His level changed based on the bot team he had. An amazing concept. But I'm sure it'll work out for me too, right? So I got these 10th level guys. I want to level them. I want to get their AI levels up, maybe so that I can give them to my recruits. Because, I mean, it's not just a matter of you using them, right? You want to get your recruits good teams so that they can actually do good missions for you and get good rewards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside here with my 10th level team. And let's fight some 10th level stuff here, right? Okay, so let's do... Oh, what do we got over here? What do we got? 19th level! Oh, I'm going to die if he sees me. Yeah, the problem is that the content still thinks I'm level 22. And that means that I can't level my guys, the bots that I have with me right now. They're not going to be able to win. So because I can't actually have these guys win, of the exception is Slash because I used him previously, they can't win battles and get AI experience. Now, you could say, well, why don't you just, get beat? We'll get beat up to like 20th level and then throw him in with your guys later on. He's going to have an AI level of 0. How is he going to get... I mean, it's a really big grind to get the AI level 5. It is a big grind. And you're going to do that with him just dying instantly and then getting a fraction of it? I mean, why can't I just take this team into this area and have the area automatically adjust to my bot team? That would be a huge bonus to the game. Because the thing is that, remember, they added a whole codex of stuff to do in all of the zones. Why would I want to go here? I mean, I literally gain nothing if I bring my main team here. I mean, the only thing I would gain is there might be like little packages on the beach or something like that I could get. But I mean, I'm not going to get any experience, right? AI experience, all my guys are maxed out. Okay, there's a guy right there. I don't want to mess with him. But I mean, if I could just take my 10th level team out here and everything would say, oh, you're 10th level, so we're going to adjust your content to 10th level. I mean, I'm not talking about going to the high level area and they get adjusted down to 10th level. No, I mean, have a minimum level for each area. For instance, actually, where is that new zone, as a matter of fact? Okay, Spore Wood, that's the new one there. Well, Full Grove is really hard, so I'm not going anywhere near there for a while, right? All right, so Scrapper Coast is where we begin, right? And then it was the Great Desert. That was the next one. Actually, I believe the Parched Sea is where we are right now. I was a little confused by that. I spent a lot of time in the Full Grove, though. Parched Sea, very difficult, very difficult. There's a big old bot walking around who's 25, who's really hard. And I don't know if that's the guy you're actually supposed to kill. Is that the executioner? I don't know. Anyway, have a minimum level for the Great Desert. Maybe like, I don't know, 13, 14 or something like that. So that you can just, after you're done with the Scrapper Coast leveling your guys, you can move them over there. And then you can go to Fort Grove. Then you can go, make it so that you can actually level them. Because remember, they added a whole bunch of stuff there. Where's that codex? Is that it? Right, the codex. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff I could do in Scrapper Coast if I was actually leveling my bots in the first place to do that. I mean, if you're starting the game from the beginning, that's fine. But I mean, the thing about it is adding this after the fact means that it's more difficult for me to actually do this. I mean, it's a lot more tedious. If I could be leveling bots, and most importantly, their AI level, that would be a much better way of doing the game. The thing about it is that I just don't have an urge to play because you put out a new bot. Well, that's wonderful. It's useless to me. Look, like I said, Beat, I would like to be able to rank him up and see if I could actually substitute him in, see if he would be useful to me, or maybe Gusto. The thing about it is that even if I did level him up, their AI levels are going to be 0. Because they're not going to be able to win anything until they're like 20th level. And even then, they're going to be weak. So I'm not going to get a good idea if they're actually useful or not. So the thing is that basically, I don't play the game anymore. And that is actually the reason that I don't play the game anymore. So I'm actually sorry about this rant, but I mean, the thing about it is, otherwise, I really like the game. I do. It's just, that is something that is just, unfortunately, it's a deal killer for me. I'm stuck with my 6. You can add great bots, but I can't use them. because I can't level them properly so they could be used. See, Brute, I'd like to get rid of him. If I could get a replacement for Longshot, this bullseye guy, that would be great. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. Flamer seems to be broken now. I don't know if he got fixed in the last update. It's just that he rarely ever uses his ultimate anymore. Chainer's fine. He uses his ability as soon as he gets the opportunity to do that. But Flamer, there are fights where he doesn't do it even once, and it's a long fight. He used to do it like clockwork. Now it's like, I don't want to do it, so. So, I might have to replace him, too. There are bots here I would like to work on. Like I said, I got 2 epics over here, Gusto and Beat. But the problem is that I can't actually use them. So, what would make things good for me? Make the content level itself to what bots you have equipped. Like it does with the recruits, it's just fine. But the thing is, if I'm 22 wherever I go, it means I can never level up something low level. Look, I got all those 10th level bots. I'd like to take them out, see who's good, who isn't good. And here's the thing, too, that if I decide, no, I don't really want him, I could just give them to my recruits. Because a lot of the bots I give them are AI level 0. I think Sleuth has some of my guys who actually have some levels on them, AI levels, that is. So obviously they're a lot stronger. But I have no way of leveling the other ones. If I take a team out and I start leveling them and then I said, I don't like them, but you know what? I'm going to give them to these guys anyway so that they actually have something that's a little bit stronger. It's a major flaw in the game if you ask me. It's just my opinion, but I do see it as a major flaw. I hope it's something that gets addressed in the future, but until then, I find the game too frustrating to play because I would like to replace my bots. I would like to level other bots to see if they would be good replacements, but the game does not make that viable. It's not a matter of it's being difficult, it's a matter of it's not viable to do. Because even if you did pour stuff into them to make them your level, they're still going to be fragile and weak because of their AI level being low. And there's no way to raise that up at a low level. If you put a low-level guy in your high-level team, he's going to die instantly, and then you'll have to replace it, and he's only get a tiny fraction of the experience. That's just painful, and there's no reason for that. If I could just take a whole team out like I just did, that would be fine. The problem is the game still thinks I'm level 22. They think the bots are level 22. That's a problem. I think that's easily fixed. Hopefully, somebody will do that. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See you.